Today we've got some crazy sacrifice combos, a little bit of Gitrog, and a whole lot of value. That's right, guys. We've got Gitrog Monster, we've got Sacrifice, some of my favorite stuff, but most importantly, this is a Vivien on the Hunt deck. One of my favorite planeswalkers. You guys know this. I've visited this card way too many times at this point, but I had to do it just one more time here. Before I talk about this deck and how it works with Vivien, just want to say a little, advisory here. Do not go out and craft this deck if you're planning on trying to rank up heavily on the ladder. It's not a super competitive deck, but it's a very fun deck that I think has a lot of potential, and we did get some really big wins here today in Mythic. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Vivien, it is a card that if you plus it is going to sacrifice one of your creatures on the battlefield to the graveyard, and it's going to find another creature from your deck of your choice with one converted mana cost higher. So it's a nice little way to get something slightly bigger onto the battlefield. So we're going to want things with ETB triggers, death triggers, ways to bring things back from the graveyard, and we have a ton of that. We've got early on Dread Knight because it's a must-have. You draw a card. It's a creature that you can continuously sacrifice, and when you do, you can replay it again from the adventure side, so you get it right back. Honest Rutstein, the new MVP of this build, man. I love this card. Whenever you're sacrificing creatures, you can go ahead and grab them from the graveyard back into your hand to play again later down the road. But here's our 4-drops. We have Edgar and we have the Spider. Spider obviously is going to remove things off the battlefield. By sacrificing things like Dread Knight, you can kill anything on the battlefield. Now, Edgar is really sweet because you can sacrifice it with Vivien. It turns into an artifact, which comes back to Edgar later. And then you can go ahead and fetch out one of our more important creatures. Here's where it gets fun. We've got Junji. Junji's a nice way to reanimate something that you've already lost from the graveyard or steal something from the opponent when it dies, but it also can force a discard of cards from the opponent's hand. And the 2 life that you can deal to the opponent is pretty crucial in some spots. You'll see today. And then the Gitrog, such a fun card. If you can bring this in off of an Edgar hit, you can then saddle this thing up immediately for a ton of card advantage and also a bunch of ramp. This card is sick, and I could not wait to play it today. And lastly, on our top end, we only need 2 ofs and 1 ofs here because Vivien can go fetch these things out of your deck specifically. So Gruff Triplets is a great option. You sacrifice one of the tokens, the other ones grow, and then you go find a Vaultborn Tyrant. So that's how you're going to get the top end here. And then also Vivien's synergies with the Vaultborn Tyrant is pretty good here because you can always create these 4/4 Rhinos, which is going to trigger the Vaultborn Tyrant again for the card draw. So super fun list here. But again, we had some really solid games in Mythic. I hope you enjoy this one. We're going to jump right into it, and we'll see you guys back here at the end. Peace. All right, guys, going to be playing some Vivien today in our first couple of games of Mythic. Our opening hand here looks okay. I mean, we're going to need some lands, that's for sure. I think I run 26 in this build, so should be able to find it. All right, here we go. Up against Skywalker, number 97%. Swamp and joins up. Okay, dropping things into the graveyard isn't the worst thing in the world. We can get it back with the Honest Rutstein, which we drew a land. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. This might be a pretty good matchup for us here, hopefully. Filling up our graveyard even more. Ooh, I think I'm gonna take advantage of that before this gets a little too big. The more they fill up our graveyard just gives me more targets for the Rutstein to pull back, so I can take my time with it. But I do like this matchup, like I said. I think it's a pretty good one for us. This gets a little tricky because I need some removal, so I really hate to do this, but I'll drop the... Okay, Rutstein grabs me... What? Honestly, I think I want to draw some cards. I can always get the other 2 back later with the Gix command, so I'm going to go ahead and do this and grab me some extra cards here. I need to make sure I keep hitting my land drops on time. Shieldred right on cue. Okay. I needed that land. Tough. All right, we got a good one though. Got ourselves a land. Another Spider's good. Anything that can help me deal with the Shieldred, I'm happy with. Which means I'm gonna have to let Shieldred actually attack into us and not block. That way I have something to sacrifice for the Spider. Yep, gonna have to take it. We're down to 8. Not ideal. Not ideal. Good news is these spiders, when they die, are going to gain me a lot of life to get me back into the game a little bit. Not to mention this also gives lifelink to something. Like I said, I think this is a really decent matchup for us. Alright, that's fine. They kill it, but again, I'm going to go ahead and just gain some life here. Back to 14. Alright, makes playing the Dread Knight a little easier. Get my extra card. We hit a land. Perfect. Let's go. I'm actually going to get back another Rutstein. In case this one dies, we can get something else. Demolition Field. They're running out of things to do. I love that. Alright, hopefully that'll keep them off of wanting to do that again. Even though I'm out of basics, they don't know that. I'm hoping that that'll scare them away a little bit. No blocks. Alright, let's do this. And this. Take out their little friend here. And we're down to 4. That does make things a little tricky, but I've got the Gix command, which will give me that lifelink, like I said, on something here. Hopefully something bigger that I can get down, maybe like the Midnight Sky, but I may not have time to pick and choose how this is gonna go. Yikes, okay. Yeah, this is a state of emergency, isn't it? All right, sacrifice, 1/1 counters. Send this in, gain some life. Skyfisher Spider can block one of these. And they drop a bat. It's one thing after another right now, guys. I'm trying to keep up. I'm a little bit just, I'm like one step behind every single turn, which is making things really tricky. Okay, so let's go with... One, two, three, four, 1, 2. Okay, so let's go this here. And this will be able to stop the bat from coming in and attacking into us here. And if they kill it, I can reanimate their Gissa, which is pretty fantastic. So I'm gonna say no attacks for now. 6, I got 6 mana. Not quite to the Virtue of Persistence yet, but we're getting there. That's fine. You can have that all day. I'm fine with all of this. All right, so when this dies, it's not when I discard. Just making sure I can't discard it and try to get some cheeky life gain here. They send it. They don't send it. Okay. They send it, they don't send it. Oh, I'm lacking green. I was like, why can't I play my Gruff here? But it's because I'm lacking green. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try to steal the bat from out from under them by playing this, killing it, and then hopefully this thing will trigger its ability before this goes into a land. Let's see. It's worth a shot, right? And if I don't get it, I'll just get the Gissa. Either way, it's solid. Keep that full control locked in here just in case the stack wants to be silly on us. Sack this. Okay, yeah, so I don't actually get to choose my target to kill yet, so it is gonna have to be the Gissa, which is totally fine. I'm happy with taking that. Even the Shieldred seems pretty fun, but taking the Gissa is more than okay. Killing the bat though, maybe not a ton of value there just because they can bring it back, but it will cost them. I'm gonna send this in, and if they block with the Tiny Bones, I'll just replay the other Rutstein, which is what I want to do anyways. And then we'll get back our Junji. Get back the Junji. All right, playing a Gix. Sure. I forgot that that's pinging me for 1 damage every time too. That's really frustrating. Oh, a Vivian. Okay, hold on now. A Vivian's not bad. A Vivian's not bad. What's my best chances of survival here is the question. I've got these that can block here. This can block here. I don't know, man. Getting a shielded right now seems like a pretty good idea. But I can't really get it right this second. I feel like I can survive. God, I hope I don't regret this, man. I feel like I can survive though until next turn. If my spiders die, they gain me life. God, I hope they don't draw something sick here. Please don't draw something sick here. Yeah, without the Gitsa actually triggering the zombies for us, because we're not actually committing a ton of crimes right now, I definitely would have valued a lot more off of stealing the shieldred earlier on for the life gain. I like how long it's taken them to decide here. Definitely feels like they're trying to find a way out of this. I like that. I like that.
Off you go.
Rutstein? Yeah, Rutstein. Definitely Rutstein. Now, Guess is a 5-drop too. We got to keep that in mind. Which means I'll probably get a Gruff Triplets off of it. So I guess we'll drop the Gruff Triplets. Double block here, gain 9 life, and we're right back into this game. Right back into this game. I don't think there's much they can do now. Things are going to start going our way pretty heavily here now. Here we go. Let's check out my graveyard. There we go. There's a scoop. I was going to say, I want to grab an Edgar here and actually sack it to the Vivian. And we were actually going to get the Gitrog monster down and attacking in and hopefully ramping us quite a bit, but they didn't want to see anymore. All right, we got a pretty atrocious first hand here. This is just very expensive. Getting a Tyrant in the opener too is very unfortunate. I like this. I want to make sure I'm playable on turn 2 though. So let's do that. Let's see what we're up against here, man. Bruce City MTGO might be another content creator of some sort. Oh no, it's mono red. Unbelievable. Good news is we have the Go for the Throat, which could really put a wrench in their plans here, especially if they want to overcommit on, we've seen people do the whole, you know, slick shot, pump it up on turn 4 for like 20 damage and double strike. I've been known to blow that up on turn, you know, with my 2-mana instant speed removal and win games. So hopefully that's the line, but it's going to be Rakdos. It sure is looking that way though. Here we go. Is it time? Here comes the enchantment. Ancestral Anger. Keep skipping as fast as possible so they don't think we have any sort of nonsense. When really we do. We have a ton of nonsense. All right, attach the enchantment, and before the enchantment gets to it, we kill it, and that way it they can't draw a card. They should have put the enchantment first. Now they don't get to draw the card. Bummer for them, amazing for us. That couldn't have gone any better. That was like a 3-for-1 special right there for us. And now we've got Edgar down too. Fantastic. Because if we can get the Gitrog monster down and attacking this next turn and sacking the Edgar, we're gonna be doing some damage. Looks like they're gonna kill it though. Oh, they're gonna pump it to draw a card. I like it. Please keep that coming. Are they really gonna do it again? Okay. We do get a land, but it's a tap land because the game likes to troll sometimes. No Gitrog monster. They're really trying to not let me play this card. Here we go. Please don't kill this. They do run black, so you never know. Please land, please land. Yes! Okay, we sack the Edgar. It's already on a stack, so damage is done. Man, they were really riding on that slick shot to take him the whole way there. Feels bad, man. And we get to draw 4 cards. Ah, yes! We finally did the Gitrog thing. That's the first time I've actually got a chance to play the card, so that's exciting. Of course, they conceded before we finished the play there, but we had 2 additional lands to play that turn. That was going to be nice. GG. All right, here we go. We are playing Sparky, so this should be a free win. Somehow Sparky managed to climb their way up to 98% though. Okay, this is gonna be a very important card, it looks like. I don't mind a little bit of early life gain either with the Virtue of Persistence, but I gotta keep hitting land drops. Gotta keep hitting land drops here. Demolition already? Oh, that's tough. That's tough, and we missed a land drop. Dude, come on, please. Please, game. Not like this. Just give me 2 more land drops, please. Oh, man. If we lose this game strictly because of land drops, I'm going to be actually a little salty because we have what we need to win this game. We just got to get there. It's pretty good. That's really good. All right, we lost. It is what it is, man. You can't win games like that. That's tough. You keep a 3-land hand and you got all the tools needed to win, and they just say, yeah, we're good. All right, a little bit too late. Damage has been done because now they just play the recruiter and the game is over. It is definitely over. That's such a bummer, dude. That's such a bummer. Now, to be fair, I'm a realist here. So had I gone and I swept the board there with the Gix command on that turn instead of playing Edgar, and Edgar would have saved me a little bit of damage prior to that attack, they still had 2 Resolute Reinforcements in hand ready to go. So after sweeping the board, they would have played 4 more 1/1s and they still would have had the recruiter. So their reload would have been pretty intense, but it still would have been, I think, survivable, at least for another couple turns. But anyways. Okay, what do we think about this hand? Gosh, it's got the early game removal, but no green mana. It's going to be tricky. This, on the other hand, pretty solid. Kind of want the Gitrog monster pretty bad, I'm not going to lie. Maybe I drop the Rutstein, or maybe it ramps us into the Gitrog. I like that better. That was a tricky decision there, but I think I made the right choice. What in the world is that? Hold on. 04. Sure, we need more lands. Let's put that in the graveyard and bring it back with this. Armored Armadillo gets Exo until the end of turn where X is its toughness. Okay. Okay, they're gonna be doing damage on their toughness. Okay, I see you. I see you. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures that have toughness greater than their power, transform this into what? 2/6, sacrifice another creature. Sure. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill that, and then I have a really good Gix command, so I think we're in pretty good shape here. I think we're in pretty good shape. Am I nervous? Yeah, because they're off to a pretty good start here, man. All right, I got a 3-2, another armadillo. Yeah, I mean, Gix command is going to absolutely wreck the opponent and what they're doing here. This is fine. 2 damage, sure. All right, I think I'm just gonna play this. And like I said, just wait for that Gix command. And in the meantime, just chill out for a minute. I was gonna use the Gitrog monster, but I'm under a bit of pressure, so. I like this deck though, man. There's the tortoise. I was gonna say the tortoise is the scary card, and they did find it. Holy smokes. Okay, so we block you and you. That'll have to do, man. That'll have to do. And we'll play this. Gix command takes care of the whole field. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Not a bad sweep there. Unfortunately for them, I just run a really good sweeper card that answers their whole board. I feel a little bad at how perfect that works out for us, but it happens, man. It does happen. All right, let's get this down. This has ward 1. This will open the door for the attack. Gain the 3 life. Yes, I'm sure. Sorry, my friend. Sorry. I low-key feel pretty bad. That is a brutal way to go, man. You build this entire board state and a single card in my hand just destroys your entire game plan. I've never really been a big fan of sweepers because of that reason. Like, you're really trying to have a lot of fun. You work really hard to cultivate such an interesting board state, and then one single card in the opponent's hand can just reset everything. Seems a bit crazy, but when you're on the other end of it, not bad. All right, I'm gonna do this. All right, and we definitely are going to sack the Edgar, draw 4, put up the 4 lands on the battlefield, end the turn. I guess I probably could have put one of those on the battlefield untapped, right? I think so. I think I made a mistake there. Could have played the Mosswood Dread Knight draw. But Gitrog monster getting some play. We love that. We do love that. Man, I don't know what it is about getting into Mythic with all the other tryhards, but this is like the 3rd time today that I've been roped, and it's all been as soon as I got into Mythic, so that's really fun. I mean, people are just... people can be the worst sometimes, man. All right, Gitrog monster. Let's sack our rough triplet here, attack in, and they're gonna rope us the rest of the way for the our win, which is such a bummer. It's super unfortunate because they're running a pretty cool deck. I wanted to praise them, but you know, this player's not really having the loss here. I will say this though, I did run this tortoise build, or a tortoise build kind of like this one, a little while back, and I really liked it a lot, and it's a very good aggro deck if you get the right curve. So I think I might want to try this again. We might play something like this later this week. But yeah, let's wait for the opponent here, and then we'll call it a game. Man, people make recording sometimes super unbearable. I hate that kind of stuff. Okay, how do we like this hand? We definitely do not, do we? Sending it away. This is better. I can work with it. Okay, I don't know what is going on today, man. People just taking a long time to make their decisions. Here we go. Sorry guys, like I said, before recording this, I've run into a handful of people now at this point that have been roping me. One person did it pretty recently, very egregiously. in order to, you know, send a very salty message to me. So I'm a little bit tilted at the moment because of it. Trying to shake it though. All right, we got Go for the Throat against 5 colors. Skyfisher Spider being able to blow up Leyline Bindings are going to be nice. I'm glad I kept both the Mosswood Dread Knights, so I need another land. Hopefully Edgar can come down next turn. And like I said, it probably gets Leylined away, but then we can Spider to blow it up. They're thinking here. They've got every color but black. Cornucopia. Ugh, we draw a land, but it's not the right one, unfortunately. All good. We get a Mosswood Dread Knight down. Consolation prize, I guess. Cornucopia is not something I necessarily want to blow up, but it is ramp for them, which is tough. And we know they're going to be running Sunfalls, which is another very big problem of ours. Kellen joins up. What in the world? Whenever Kellen joins up, enters the battlefield, you may exile an online card with mana 3 or less from your hand. If you do, it becomes plotted. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So this is 5 color humans. Not at all what we thought it was. Very cool. Very cool. I guess we do this then. We attack. And we go for the throat on the Purifying Blade because that's going to draw them a boatload of cards off of the Cornucopia. Trust me, I know we've done it. It's a very cool combination. What a cool little deck they've got here. I like this a lot, actually. I'm very interested to see in the future a build of our own like this. Huh. Oh, I guess I should have let them choose the... Shoot, I should have let them choose before I did that, but that's okay. In the meantime, in between time, I will do what? I don't want to use this to blow this up, so in the meantime, I guess we'll do this. That'll have to work. Dude, I'm actually surprised, man. As soon as I saw the matchup, I was a little worried, but now that I know it's humans, we definitely are going to outvalue them, I would believe, but I might be speaking a little too soon. We'll see. Yeah, I definitely want to blow this up bad. All right, we both drew into lands, and I don't need it, which is great. Let's offer them the option of trading here. Let's get this down, sacrifice this. Take out the Kellen. Draw a card. Another land, but it is tapped. Bummer. We're at 24 life, which is actually really, really nice. Oh, that's a card. That's a very good card. I have reach, but it doesn't matter because I'm at a 3/3 right now. But then again, it does kind of matter. I guess I could block, bring it back with the Retstein, and then kill it. That would be nice. That'd actually be really nice. Let's do that. We block. We decline this. We don't need any life gain at the moment. We need this to stay in the graveyard, preferably. What do they have for 1 mana here? Gitrog monster is so cool. I wish I could play it, but I don't have the means to play that right now, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to go old Retstein here. Bring back the old spider. Sack our friend here. Take out this. And let's surveil. That can go. Alright, we're trying to get down the Virtue of Persistence now. Dang, dude. I don't know. They've got a really good card there with the joins up. And we got to kill this Rocco soon because they're drawing way too many cards off of it. They're getting too much value. There goes the spider. I think we're going to keep it in the graveyard still. Even though it gains me 2 life, I don't think it's that necessary. Man, we're going to be taking a beating these next couple of turns if I'm not careful though, huh? All right, this is tough. Let's see. Human control get 1/1 whenever it attacks. If you control 3 or more creatures, that's right. I remember what that does now. If I play this, that's all my mana. Dude, and this thing flies, so it's like you gotta kill that over this, you would think. All right, so be it. We'll kill this. Where did 2 cards come from? Are they? Oh, they double the effects on this. Oh, that's so brutal. All right, fair enough. All right, at least I can kind of infinitely block the Rocco now. But man, Rocco kind of popping off at the moment, man. Do they get double the counters as well? If it triggers an ability, it triggers that ability an additional time. I would imagine they're gonna get 2 counters, right? Yep. That's rough. Hopefully there's nothing good in their hand. Imagine they have like a Terra Sunder effect. That would be brutal. Honest Rutstein, not bad. And a spider. All right, we're going Honest Rutstein here. Yep, I know. You get your little ability. That's unfortunate. Getting back a spider, which costs 1, 2, 3, and we have 2. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go Dread Knight here. Oh, that counts as exile. I forgot because it is technically exile. That's a lot of food tokens for our opponent here. Ay, ay, ay. Drop the spider. Let's sacrifice the Dread Knight because I want to draw cards. Kill you. Nope, indestructibility. Not gonna lie, did not see that. That's on me. Let's play Dread Knight number 2. It is what it is. At this point, there's no way around it. It's just gonna keep going crazy here. Dang, dude, I really wish I would have seen that land. I didn't even think that through because I could have blown up the joins up. Instead, that's 100% a misplay on my part. But then again, I kind of need to answer this sooner than later, so. Brother. They're giving me so many different things I gotta answer, man. Every single turn, it just gets worse and worse. And now everything doubles up, so a Nim is even gonna go crazy with the counters, and it's gonna get out of range pretty quickly. Sheesh. Oh, everything's got hexproof now because of Sigarda. Nice. That's not the Sigarda that they played last time. This one actually gives hexproof to everything. All right, I think it's safe to say that we are donezo. Because they can sacrifice this and legendary creature gets indestructible. That's gonna do it, guys. That'll be game. We tried our best. We tried our best, but this was wild. Wait, so how did this get to... Oh, did they play from exile and put counters on this, I'm guessing? All right. This is so sick, though. I like their build a lot. This is actually pretty sick. I definitely respect it, man. Okay, let's do... This actually might have just saved my life. Let's do it. Sacrifice, destroy. That might have just saved my life for another turn or so. We'll see. If they sacrifice the bodyguard, that actually would be really good for us. Because I don't really care about the 1/1 constructs anyways. It's just a nice little bonus if we hit them. Okay. All right. This... Man, I don't want to give up both of these, man. I really, really don't. Is that what we're doing, though? Are we giving up both of those? Is there any way out of this? I don't see one. I really don't see a way out of this, guys. I'm sorry, but this game is over. Yep. No surprise there. I didn't put enough emphasis on the Rocco early enough in this game. I feel like if I had put more emphasis on destroying Rocco, because I didn't know how good it was going to be for them. Once they put Annie joins up down, until I saw it actually hitting them 2 cards at a time, I didn't quite understand how broken that was. But now I do, so good on him, man. Very cool. Pain Train, pretty cool deck that you got there, man. I respect it. I respect it. Good game. Very, very cool. I may be copying that at some point and trying to run a version of my own. So the card I really was super impressed with too, that I enjoyed early on there, was that Kellen. Kellen joins up. Pretty cool, man. That works really good with the Anim and the Halana, which is the synergies that are really drawing my eye to this build. That'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. Vivian has always been one of my favorites, so it's always fun to get back to playing some Vivian. And with some of these new cards like Rutstein, it really hones this deck in a lot more and makes it a bit more consistent on finding the combo pieces and cycling out cards quickly from graveyard to sacrifice to graveyard to hand. A lot of really nice combos there. So I really enjoyed the deck. I hope you guys did as well. Again, I wouldn't advise going out and crafting this if you guys are planning on obviously trying to rank up really heavily with this. It's more of a for fun deck, but still, I think there might be something there. So if you guys want to try to tweak it, of course, always feel free to do so. But thank you for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And a huge thank you and shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. So huge thank you and shout out to them for supporting me every single month monetarily. It really means the world to me. So thank you guys so much for that, and much appreciated. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.